Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another Devpro duel video. Finally, top 16, first top 16 match here of the cup. Right side of the bracket, so we have Dark Matter Hieratics versus Formula Monarchs. Very cool matchup, so let's take a look at both decklists. The first decklist, of course, Dark Matter Hieratics with the Dragon Rulers all at one back then. The deck was, I think, only relevant for 1 or 2 weeks here in the TCG, because by the time we got Dark Matter Dragon, the huge Exceed boss monster, Konami decided to ban all the Dragon Rulers, but this is definitely one of the biggest candidates to win the cup here. And then the second decklist, I think one of the best Monarch decks in this game's history, bar of course the Vassal Monarchs coming out really soon here in the TCG with the upcoming Structure deck. But the decklist here, very fast, Fishbark Blaster with the Ungenix Undyne, Swap Frog, Triple Veiler to stop a possible Trishula from the opponent back then, triple enemy controller, Light and Darkness Dragon, and so on. So which deck has the advantage? It seems that Hieratics, Dark Matter Hieratics, is a better deck in general, because it's of course much more explosive, can pump out huge fields with high attack monsters, and all of those advantage setup plays with the Dragon Rulers is of course much better compared to Formula Monarchs. But Formula Monarchs do play Battle Fader and Gorse to stop a possible OTK. Veiler is kinda dead against Dark Matter Hieratics, bar against Atum. Since, as you know, Dark Matter Dragon, its effect is a cost, so the player can still send 3 dragons from his deck to the grave, but Veiler only stops you from banishing your monsters from the deck with Dark Matter Dragon. So it seems that, Dark Matter Hieratics seems to have the advantage here. But let's start with the first match here in the top 16. Let's hop into the first game. Alright, the first tool, I think I get to start. So, normal summon Ungenix Undyne, immediately set up that Treeborn in my grave, and I also have 1/1 in my hand, so that's always, pretty much an instant Fishbark Blaster. He special summons Sue, so that's kinda good, since that means I don't have to deal with a Dark Matter Dragon and multiple Dragon Rulers in his grave. But he makes a very good move, he goes for Crimson Blader, and I don't have Veiler, so during my turn I can't Tribute Summon, I can't Synchro Summon at least, for level 5, or higher monsters. I think I was able to end with, no, never mind, because of Crimson Blader's effect. So I have to keep my field empty, since I don't want to let him using Crimson Blader's effect again. Drop Fader, and now Soul Exchange for Chaos, one of the best combos, combo 2-card combos here in the deck. Soul Exchange followed by a Monarch, and eventually, thanks to Fishbark Blaster, you can get an extra draw. And very cool, I can go for Trishula. This is definitely one of the bigger plays the deck has. Monarchs they have a draw engine in the form of Formula Synchron, and have access to those powerful Synchro monsters like Trishula, like Brionek. And now I can just finish up game 1, drop Light and Darkness Dragon, and my opponent only has, now 4 cards in his hand. And he does top deck into that Major card set, so that would have been a nice steal for him here. But Light and Darkness Dragon does bring me the victory here in game number 1. So Monarchs are leading. Anyway, my opponent gets a start, and must be nice, right? Immediately opening with both Mythic Tree and the Water, Mythic Water Dragon. So that's an instant rank 8 Exceed play. There is a Dark Matter Dragon immediately setting up the grave with Eclipse, and so on and so on. So we already know he has that red MD in his hand. A possible play here I could have made was Soul Exchange into Chaos, but what would have been my play next turn? Gorse wouldn't have saved me, since again he can go for another Dark Matter Dragon, and Dark Matter can attack 2 times, so attack both Gorse and the token. So it's my thought process here was to just set up Treeborn and hope that I survive next turn with a Gorse, and possibly summon Undyne, go for a Synchro play, maybe Black Rose or whatever, and follow it up with Monster Reborn. But as expected, he again can get his Crimson Blader effect off, and double Dark Matter is just too brutal. So game number 3, very exciting match. I get to start, and this is the biggest fear if you're playing Monarchs, not opening with Treeborn. So I have to pass, but same, my opponent has to pass as well, since I don't have a monster, so he cannot special summon Deathknight. So normal summon my Undyne, immediately mill the Treeborn and Surge Controller. And this is very huge, since of course he can special summon Deathknight and the Magikarp Z, so that's an instant rank 8 Exceed play. I do have Fader, so I can hold him off, but he's going to establish a very nice field. Eventually, normal summons the SZ. Eventually goes for Atum. Atum special summon the level 1, and again he makes Crimson later. Yeah, no reason to Veiler the Dark Matter, since again milling the effect is a cost. Same with Atum. Yeah, Atum. I didn't want to use Veiler on Atum, since we knew he had that red MD, so he eventually was able to reborn a level 1 Dragon Tuner, and eventually go for Crimson Blader to use Crimson Blader to attack, so I always needed to keep my Veiler there. And here he makes a very good move. Eventually main phase 2 for Felgrand to block a possible enemy controller play, since my only out here during my draw phase was to draw into a second enemy controller. Then I would have been able to try to take control of the Felgrand first, of course doing my own semi phase, so Treeborn would return again for a second enemy controller on his Dark Matter Dragon, and eventually I would have been able to go for a Synchro summon for, yeah, Armory Arm, equip Armory Arm to Dark Matter Dragon and attack for a game, thanks to the burn damage of Armory Arm. But that Felgrand, that was a very nice move, very good move on his part, so that Felgrand wins him the game here. Otherwise Monarchs would have gotten the game here, would have gotten the steal, but yeah, again, very nice move. So, kinda close, but Dark Matter Hieratics do win this one and move on to the top 8. So guys, definitely stay tuned for the next match. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.